What's going on, YouTube? JT's Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Deathstroke Incorporated, issue number 6. So this one is another prelude in a way to the events of the big Shadow War crossover. Slade is basically putting together Deathstroke Incorporated. He gets into a bit of a scuffle with Black Canary and all that other stuff, and they're basically this is more of a setup issue than any big major payoffs to anything. Slade is basically just at this point where he's kind of gone off the deep end, and he's ready to become like king of the villains. He's like, I'm gonna be the best damn villain there's ever been. So yeah, like Deathstroke is kind of a little bit off the deep end, and even by the end of this issue, you see Rose and Respawn from the Robin book, who I'm pretty much convinced at this point is going to be Grant Wilson. I mean, otherwise, who else is it going to be at this point? Because, I mean, it just seems like the most obvious candidate, because they even mention how Slade is basically, when he goes a little bit too far, it's his family who has to kind of reel him in a little bit. So, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this issue really quickly. If I can just... There we go. So yeah, let's just summarize. So basically, Black Canary's there. Slade tries to get everyone to kill her, and then he calls off the dogs. He does this typical thing where he's like, okay, I gotta like kind of choose a lane, and then Dinah's just like, you know, you don't have to be a hero or villain. You can just kind of stop this thing, but that's just not in his nature. He's always got to kind of have to be something. So there's something going on with here. I'm like, either Slade has just kind of lost his mind, or he's trying to manipulate the villains into something. I'm not exactly fully 100% sure, but it just seems a little bit like strange. He's like, I'm just going to become king of the supervillains now. Like, it just doesn't feel so right. So anyways, the Justice League and all that's informed. Black Canary lets him know that she was working undercover for the organization T.R.U.S.T. And Slade basically forms Deathstroke Incorporated. He's going to make them all like the toughest fighters. There's even stuff right here where everyone's going to be up against him. So we also see like Roz, we see Talia. So they got the things of Shadow War, and it seems like there's something big going on that'll lead to Dark Crisis. So everything's just kind of slowly connected a little bit here. There's little pieces to the puzzle of an overall like story going on at DC right now. You got the stuff with the Lazarus resin, you got the stuff in Robin, you got stuff in Batman incorporated in that. So like I'm very intrigued to see where all of this is going to go and end up. I feel like it's gonna be something kind of big by the end of it. But anyways, there's Slade on his little throne right there, and like I said, the issue ends where Rose is just there, and then Respawn. Like I said, this takes place right after the Robin issue, as you can tell. After everything we just went through with Lazarus Island, maybe we need every once in a while Deathstroke goes a little nuts, and he needs his family to pull him back from the edge. That's right, they said family. Right there, family. That's Grant. There's no way it can't like not be Grant at this point. It's like it just seems like such an obvious thing by this point. Like, if it's not Grant, I don't know who it's going to be. But overall consensus, I thought this issue in particular was just all right. Slade has just kind of like lost his shit altogether, so that's kind of fun seeing him like posing on a little throne and all that. It's cool to see like Rose and Respawn kind of there. Like I said, I think he's Grant. So we're going to find out some big stuff in next month's issue. So like I said, not too much in terms of story progression, other than Black Canary is just kind of informing the Justice League and all that about like what's happening there. Slade's already like kind of in the midst of forming Deathstroke Incorporated. And it's like I said, it's more of a setup issue than any real big payoffs for anything. So if you're into that, then you may like this thing. I mean, the issue itself was just kind of all right overall, but I am excited for Shadow War. So there you go. All right, well, that's all I really have to say about this particular issue of Deathstroke. If you read it, tell me your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. And do you agree with me in thinking that Respawn is Grant Wilson? Just let me know. All right, well, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Oh, like and subscribe and share and all that. Yeah, just wanted to say that. All right, peace.